Sanderson, Mike Rodak, our Bet It or Forget It segment. Kyle Parmley from Starnes Media, he is going to join us momentarily. Saw Kyle last Friday night down in Prattville. Also saw Jason Caldwell. Jason Caldwell was there interviewing some players and taking some pictures for Auburn Undercover. So he hung out with me and Kyle and Molly, everybody before the game.
I thought I saw Kyle this morning driving near my street. It might have been him. It had to have been him, but I don't want to describe his car on the air, but I'm pretty sure it was him.
Interesting. He does not live on this side of the mountain. Doesn't mean it wasn't him.
Well, it could have been.
Yeah, could have been. Kyle Parmley joins us now on the Higginbotham hotline. He joins us each and every week. He's going to be at the Hoover-Thompson game tonight. That's a big one in Region 3 because, man, it's crazy, Kyle, that we're down to the last couple weeks in region play, and there's a lot of things yet to be determined, especially for seeding in the playoffs.
Yeah, good to be on with you guys again. It's another football Friday. Feels great outside. Yeah, you mentioned Class 7A Region 3 is it's a little bit of a mess in the standings right now.
You're welcome.
We're looking at, Hewitt Trustful helped out a lot with that last week, falling to Prattville. But so you're looking at you've got 4 teams right now at 3-2 in the region. You got Hillcrest at 2-3 right behind them. And tonight, Hoover is trying to stay in that playoff race, by hosting Thompson, which is, certainly no small task. The Bucks are going to have to play their best game if they want to knock off the Warriors. But if you look at Hoover, I mean, hey, they won 4 in a row. They're starting to play a little better. I had head coach Chip English on the Under the Lights podcast with me this week, and he feels good about the direction of the team. One of their big things, if they can put 4 quarters together where they're playing, the way that they want to play, they can beat anybody in the state. The problem is they just haven't done that consistently. And, in their losses, especially you look back to that loss to Hillcrest that kind of raised some eyebrows earlier in the season. That was it. Just such a slow start that they didn't have time to overcome. And they did something similar against Prattville, but were able to overcome that. So if Hoover, if they've got a chance to upset Thompson tonight, they can't spot Thompson 3 touchdowns like they've done a couple of times this year. We'll see. I mean, Thompson's pretty much got the region title wrapped up, unless, something chaotic happens. But Hoover is ready to put it out there and see what they got tonight.
Kyle, Major Brown Memorial Stadium, Parker High School, the site for this one. Homewood 6-1 coming off the open week last week. Their one loss was the last-second heave in a game versus Mountain Brook a few weeks ago. Parker, meanwhile, they're 6-2. This should be a pretty good matchup.
Absolutely. This game will decide the 6A Region 5 title. This Homewood team, their only loss this year is that miracle finish that Mountain Brook had a few weeks ago in a non-region game. But otherwise, Homewood has just been so solid, so consistent this year. The thing about it is they just really haven't played many teams that could really challenge them. And, part of that is you credit Homewood for just going out and taking care of business every week and not playing many close games. But at the same time, a team like Parker, they have played in some of those close games, and they've really challenged themselves with, an out-of-state team a few weeks ago. They played Hoover a few weeks ago. This Parker team is, maybe not quite as strong as that state champ team last year, but still really good, really battle-tested. So I think you're going to find out a lot about Homewood tonight. You mentioned that open week. You give Ben Bergeson and offensive coordinator Heath Bruner an extra week to sit down and scheme up some things. I bet the Patriots will have some tricks up their sleeve tonight if they want to give Parker a run for their money. But it's going to be tough. I mean, Parker's a really good football team, and Homewood will have to play a really solid game. That defense has not allowed much all year. I think almost every game outside of the Mountain Brook game, they've held the opponent to single digits. So you got 2 good football teams, and it'll be fun out there tonight.
So Landrum's going to be a part of a game down in Calera as Spain Park 5-2 takes on Calera. They are 2-5. Hopefully the traffic will be better for Landrum than it was for me and you on I-65 South last week.
Yeah, I left for Prattville at lunchtime and still, ran into all kinds of stuff. So, Spain Park, they're in really good shape to get this 2 seed out of Region 3. Benjamin Russell's been so strong this year and in region play, but Spain Park has rebounded from their couple losses really nicely. They're playing so well right now. I think 3 straight weeks, Spain Park's given up 7 points each of the last 3 games. So that's the thing that I am most impressed with. The Spain Park defense has really started to play well the last few weeks, and they're getting a little healthier. They had some, they've had to move guys around on offense. I mean, they had some running back injuries, forced to elevate some young guys, move some receivers over to running back. But, ever since that they've started to get some of these guys healthy, really starting to see this offense pop as well. So Spain Park, one of those teams peaking at the right time. They should, Calera's trying to cause some chaos in the playoffs, at least when it comes to Region 3, but I think Spain Park has the clear edge in this one.
Another one coming up tonight, Kyle. You got Hewitt-Trussville 6-2 at Oak Mountain, who's 3-4. Herdmont Park, 7:00 kick. This is a game that Pat and Molly are going to be a part of. Hewitt-Trussville got off to the strong undefeated start. Just a weird game in Prattville last week where the defense continues to play well, but you had some special teams mishaps and things that did not go right. Seems like this is a great opportunity for Coach Floyd and the Huskies to get back on track.
Yeah, that you mentioned that loss last week to Prattville. It's just, if you're Hewitt-Trussville, it's just so disappointing because it felt like you never really got in a rhythm, offensively. And when you spot a team 2 special teams touchdowns, you're not going to win many games, and that's just the matter of it. So now the one thing for Hewitt is, goodness, the way the Region 3 schedule stacks up, Hewitt-Trussville's had pretty much a gauntlet the last 5 weeks or so. And it'll be nice to kind of finish the season out with 2 games that they should win, Oak Mountain and then Tuscaloosa County next week before, the bye week before the playoffs. So this should allow the Huskies to kind of regroup, take a deep breath, and, you would imagine pick up 2 wins before the playoffs get going. But this Hewitt team, man, they're good, but they got to rebound from back-to-back losses for sure.
Let me ask you about Clay Chalkville. They have been extremely impressive. I mean, they're 8-0. They're taking on Oxford tonight at Cougar Stadium. Clay Chalkville beat Thompson a couple weeks ago. Just overwhelmingly, just a excellent team all season long. Any chance here for maybe a letdown against Oxford? Because Oxford's a good program.
Oxford is a good program. They're not quite as strong as they were last year, but kind of similar to we talked about Homewood. Oxford is coming off a bye week, and Sam Adams can coach them up. So I imagine Oxford will compete in this game and give Clay Chalkville a test. But as you mentioned, this Clay Chalkville team, I've been so impressed. I mean, they've been complete on both sides of the ball all season long. They haven't had any of those letdowns, and they've just even. I think last year maybe they kind of peaked when they beat Thompson in the middle of the season and they couldn't quite keep that momentum going. But this year they put that second half together against Thompson to rally and to win, and they hadn't slowed down since. I mean, that a team doesn't beat Mountain Brook 49-0, and that's what Clay Chalkville did 2 weeks ago. They beat Huffman last week, but this team is steamrolling to a 10-0 regular season, and they are going to be a really difficult out in the 6A playoffs.
Class 6A Region 3, Chelsea at 5-2, traveling to Helena to take on the Huskies at 2-5. This one could mean a playoff spot for one of these teams. How do you see it shaping up, Kyle?
Yeah, this is really fun because I don't think it's 100% set in stone. I'm not sure exactly what that scenario could play out like next week. But this does appear to be you win and you're in, you lose and you're out type of ball game. So we'll see. I mean, Chelsea is, I've talked all year about how well they've run the football and how deep that backfield is, which is a good thing because I think they're a little banged up in that running back room right now. So they'll test that depth, see what they've got tonight. But this is a Helena team that, you look at it, they're 2-5 on the year, but you've seen it before. The 2 games that they've won so far are in region play, so they've got a chance to sneak up, beat Chelsea tonight, and be in prime position for a playoff spot. So I have no idea. When you look at on paper a 5-2 team versus a 2-5 team, you think there'd be a clear edge there. I have no idea how this game is going to shake out. But yeah, out there at Helena tonight, there'll be some energy in the air with a playoff berth on the line.
Kyle, I know you described earlier the Region 3 scenario is crazy in 7A. As you look around the other classifications, and I know we've only got a few weeks left, is it as crazy across the board, or does it seem like things are pretty much setting up pretty clean in regards to the other classifications and regions?
Yeah, I mean, well, if you stay in 7A, we talk about that Region 4, the Huntsville region, who knows? I mean, there's like 6 teams there that you feel like probably still could mathematically be number 1 in that region before it all shakes out. In Region 2, you still got 5 teams that are capable of making the playoffs. But, we hit on some of the main ones. I mean, if you look at Class 6A, Region 3's got that big one tonight. I kind of determined, I think I've shared the story, you get a few nasty emails when you try to figure out playoff berths. I just decide,
No, I can't imagine that. Really?
Yeah, I know. So there's all kinds of scenarios and tiebreakers, and even the simplest tiebreakers.
Okay, hold
go
on.
down to like
all right,
the 10 or 11.
Okay, so since you went down that road, I have to ask you this, because I'm going to be asked this a million times tonight, and I want to be able to go to the expert, go to the source. That's Kyle Parmley.
Which school in the state of Alabama has the most transfer portal players? Is that the question?
No, that's not the question.
Oh, that wasn't the question.
No.
Never mind.
No, that's not the question. No, seriously. The question is, outside of head-to-head, when you have 3 teams tied for the same position in the region, what's the first tiebreaker?
All right, so beyond head-to-head?
Yes.
It's
a three-way tie.
Is it non-region?
Yeah, well, so here's the thing, that Region 3 could very easily get down to this tiebreaker that has to do with your non-region of victories, and those teams combined wins for the regular season. And that doesn't make any sense what I just said. Yeah.
Unfortunately, me and Landrum know
I think it
exactly
does.
what you just said.
Yeah, I think it does make more sense to our audience than you may realize, because I've been a part of, in my career, 3 of these where it was decided like that.
And I think so a lot of the Region 3 scenarios are going to be decided whether or not the Hillcrest and Prattville match up tonight. There'll be a lot more clarity on what needs to happen after that game. Because if Hillcrest loses tonight to Prattville, Hillcrest is out, and then the scenario just becomes between Prattville and the rest of the Birmingham teams. And then, but if Hillcrest wins tonight, all bets are off.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'll probably be texting you later.
Is there a chance?
Worry,
go ahead.
I've asked coaches, and believe me, if a coach ever tells you they don't know what's going on their playoffs and the scenarios, they are absolutely lying to you. They have it down to.
Wait, what did you just say? Wait, what did you just say?
I thought that was just college coaches.
You mean to tell me a coach
they
lies?
Don't know what's happening. Yes, if they tell you they don't 100% know what's going on with scenarios, they are lying through their teeth to you.
All right, so if it's more than 2 teams, then you potentially could go down to the tiebreaker, in which you look at your non-region opponents and what their record is.
I think it's defeated opponents' victories. I think it's the right way to term that.
The question I was going to ask you, could Clay Chalkville be the best team in the state, period?
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, they might be. I mean, Thompson is kind of they're kind of the standard bearer, at least in this part of the state, and Clay Chalkville beat them already. And so there's only a few other teams that would even be in that discussion. So you talk about your teams like Central, and, obviously there's Sarah Lane and Parker in 6A. You start getting below 6A, you're going to have a hard time finding one that could legitimately match up. So yeah, I mean, Clay Chalkville, I mean, that's not a far-fetched conversation at all.
No, not at all. They're an excellent team. Outstanding. Coach Floyd's done a really good job right down the road off Deerfoot Parkway. Well, Kyle, enjoy the game tonight. I know you'll be at the Hoover-Thompson game, so give Chris Molesky and all the great people there at the Hoover Met our hello.
I'll give him a hard time just for you.
Please do. That is Kyle Parmley from Starnes Media. Joins us every Friday here on the program, and he joined us on the Higginbotham Hotline. You deserve solutions that are built for you. Higginbotham is your one-source solution for insurance, financial, and HR services.
We continue the Friday Football edition, three-man front right here on your home for college football, high school football, and more. Jocks.
It is 1:19. Welcome back in on this Football Friday. We'll do some Pat Ponders a little bit later this hour as we wrap up the week. Don't forget UAB tomorrow, Protective Stadium, as they'll take on, it's the Battle of the Bones. Memphis making its way down I-22. They will be at Protective Stadium. Should be a nice crowd on hand. Beautiful day tomorrow at Protective Stadium as the Alex Mortensen, the interim head coach, takes over for the Blazers tomorrow against a very good Memphis team. A very good Memphis team. Memphis is about a 3-touchdown favorite going into the game tomorrow.
When was the last time you had a good rack of ribs?
Oh, man, it's probably been a while. But I love me a good rack of ribs.
How about a bronze rack of ribs tomorrow after that game?
That'd be fantastic.
That'd be wonderful?
Yep.
Thing's heavy, too. Hey, how about our friends at Prize Picks? Prize Picks, it is the best place to win cash while watching sports. Join millions of users. Sign up today. It's really simple to play. Prize Picks, you just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code WJOX to get $50 in lineups after you play the first $5 lineup. You don't have to win to get the $50 bonus. All you got to do is play $5. That's code WJOX. Get the $50 in lineups after that first $5 lineup. We will go professional baseball. And are you kidding me? Vlad Guerrero of the Blue Jays, 1.5 hits, runs batted in. Conrad, it's restarting my app. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, for Vlad Guerrero Jr., yeah, you got to go more for that. He's been probably
on fire.
He's been the hottest hitter in baseball in the postseason. He's been incredible.
All right, so we're going to go Vlad there.
Yep.
All righty. There is 1/2 of it. The other would be George Springer, 1.5. How about this? 1.5 total bases, more or less.
Ooh, 1.5 total bases? Oh, yeah. Then we'll go for more for George Springer on that one.
Are you going to go for more?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going more on both. If we hit on both of those, then we're a winner. You can be a winner too. Download the Prize Picks app. Don't forget promo code WJOX to get the $50 in lineups after the first $5 play. Prize Picks, it's good to be right.
How about 41-year-old Max Scherzer last night? I love it when he started yelling at his manager. His manager comes out to take the ball from him. He told him to leave the mound. He said, "Get out of here. I want to do more." And he did. He got out of the
I'm 50 years old. I'm a grown man. Get off this mound.
He said he was 41.
Well,
not 50. Series now tied 2-2. You think the people in Seattle got getting a little worried now?
Yes.
They were up 2-0, and the Canadians have come over to the northwestern part of our country, and they have knocked them around the last 2 games.
Yeah. I think Brewers fans are definitely worried.
Yeah, I think they're like
you
well
think they're
beyond
resigned?
worried.
They're looking just straight at the Packers now. Brewers fans.
You know, I think it was Derek Jeter on the post-game show was last night, and I agree with what he said 1,000%. Usually the team that wins the World Series is the hottest team that wins the World Series. Getting into the playoffs proves who the best teams are.
Right. Because
you got to do it over 162 plus games. But you want to talk about Milwaukee was absolutely the best from the All-Star break through until the Dodgers series. They were the best team in baseball, period. Hands down.
Peaked too early.
And all of a sudden they're down 3-0 and about to be bounced.
But when you saw the Dodgers play that first playoff game, you knew.
Oh, yeah. It just like turned it on.
We have saved our best baseball for the end.
Yep. So the Dodgers beat the Brewers 3-1, so they lead the series 3-0. So that's some dire situation there for the Brew Crew. Now, tonight we do have college football. 6 o'clock tonight. This is an intriguing game to me. I'm not calling for the upset, but Louisville can present some problems for Miami tonight. Now, Miami is a 13.5-point favorite. 49.5 is the point total. 79 degrees tonight on the wonderful southern portion of the state of Florida as the Cardinal, 4-1, 1-1 in the ACC, take on the Miami Hurricanes, number 2 this week in the polls. 7 o'clock on Fox, number 25 Nebraska visits Minnesota. Nebraska 5-1, 2-1 in the Big Ten. The Golden Gophers 4-2, 2-1 in the Big Ten. Nebraska is a 7.5-point favorite. It's interesting because that point spread came out as Nebraska a 4-point favorite, jumped all the way up to 9, and now it's settled back in at 7.5. 47.5 is the point total.
The last time these two teams played, wasn't it the beginning of the season? And they played on was it a Thursday or a Friday night? Thursday night? Yeah, that game was at Minnesota too, if I can recall. And the final score was like 10-6.
Sounds about right.
Totally different teams and personnel. I'm smelling under in this one too.
I was reading a story out of Happy Valley as they were talking about what's next for Penn State. And they were like, oh, yeah, we got a game this week against Iowa.
Oh.
You know what their score prediction was?
No.
I mean, it's Iowa 20, Penn State 13. That was their prediction for the game.
Ooh.
And this was coming from the Penn State side of things.
Well, I think a lot of people, because we all focused on James Franklin, may have missed that Drew Aller is going to be out for the rest of the season.
He's your favorite.
He's about as good as Arch Manning. They might not win another game. Or maybe, I mean, they're not going to a bowl game at this point.
Mm.
It's bad.
So you like
Penn
Iowa?
State is not going to go to a bowl game.
You like Iowa on the points?
Unless their magical third-string quarterback who would have been behind him in Pribula is amazing. But yeah,
How do you say his name?
Pribula.
Pre-bola.
I'm with Landrum. We talked about it the other day. It's like people say it differently every time they say it.
Well, after this weekend, you probably will never have to say it again this year.
Hopefully not.
Pribula.
I think it's Pribula, though. Pribula sounds more fun.
Pribula.
That's more fun, but I think it's Pribula.
Pre-Bula.
See, that makes it sound like it's hyphenated. Pre-Bula.
Can I get one text really quick? This is great because this is coming back from Faye. And you'll remember Faye when I read this text. 205-834-9450. She says, watching y'all on Jocks TV today. Cookout is ready for the rolling of the balls. By the way, Conrad looks sexy in his straw hat. Would look good with my scripted A dog collar.
Would it, Conrad?
You remember Faye?
Now, she was the one that
From Childersburg,
her
right?
cousin was coming over.
That's right.
To watch the game or hang out or do whatever.
Yeah, that was the script A ball gag, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Now we're on the dog collar.
Would you wear a dog collar if you went down and saw Miss Faye?
You have an admirer, and it's not a secret anymore.
That's sweet.
Let's be honest. As we've learned, I can be bought for not a lot of money. So I would say there's a lot of things that are on the table for me.
What are you throwing out there?
Yeah. All right, let's regroup after Faye. This is 3-Man Front on Jocks. This is a Football Friday. It is 1:30 on this Football Friday. Welcome back into Three-Man Front. Pat Smith along with Conrad Van Order, Molly Robinson, and Landrum Roberts with you until the top of the hour. You know, our next guest is considered the gold standard in this industry as he and his company have been making big money for clients across North America for over 10 years now. John Price is the president and CEO of Sports Information Traders, and chances are you already know his name from being on the radio in Birmingham back in 2022. We're happy to have him with us this season as John continues to dominate by giving out free winners on the air every week while showing his private clients the upside of being on the strongest private plays. Every client in the company is coming off John's big Monday night play where he took the Bears plus 5.5. And as you saw, Chicago won the game outright. Winning is what John Price does, and he's red hot, especially in the NFL, and that's important to note as this week his biggest NFL play of the season is here, and John Price joins us now on the Higginbotham Hotline. John, I hope you're doing well on this Friday.
I am doing exceptionally well, and it's great to be on with you. We are having our best college and NFL season in 4 years. As you mentioned, the NFL success is right there. And right now, if you go to your computer, you're going to see a whole menu of NFL games, lots to choose from. My eyes are looking down at one play that I feel has more value than any other play we've done this year. It's called my NFL Play of the Season, and I want everybody listening to me in Birmingham to go to our website and purchase it right now. Just go to sportsinformationtraders.com. That's how you find us. You're also going to get my top 2 college football plays for tomorrow. They're both 5-unit plays. It's 3 plays for how much? $33. You're right. We prove to you that we do this, and you're going to make some good money. My NFL Play of the Season, that's on Sunday. My top 2 college football plays, they're 5U plays for tomorrow. 3 plays, $33. You can purchase it right now at my website, sportsinformationtraders.com, or you can call us at 866-356-1232. It's very common for people to go on our site and purchase it many hours later. No problem. As long as you don't miss the start of the games, keep in mind the lines will move between now and tomorrow. So go to sportsinformationtraders.com. 3 plays, $33. The headliner is our NFL Play of the Season.
That's right, John Price. You heard him, his biggest NFL play of the season, along with his 2 5-unit college football plays of the weekend for $33. Okay, John, let's get to our Kansas City Chiefs. This week, they're hosting Las Vegas Raiders. Who do you like here?
All right. And by the way, we're going to get to Alabama and Tennessee next.
Yeah.
You know I got to break that one down. But Chiefs Raiders, this line opened at Chiefs minus 9.5. Now it's at minus 13. So the public is throwing a money party at the Chiefs after what they did to the Lions. Chiefs are 3-3. They're 3-1 in their last 4 games. Patrick Mahomes in 4 games, thrown for over 1,000 yards, rushed for 100. He has 11 total touchdowns. Kansas City's pass defense, top 10 in the NFL. And Rashee Rice is back, so they're pretty loaded. Raiders, 2-4, coming off a win over Tennessee. Their run defense is top 10 in the NFL. Keep an eye out for that. 3 turnovers last week. They generated enough to beat Tennessee in that one. So it's going to be an interesting football. But I've said for many, many years, you're not going to find great value in a double-digit point spread. So I'm moving right away from that, and I'm looking at the total, which is 45.5 points. KC and Vegas have certain parts of their defense that are strong, but overall they're 19th and 20th in overall total defense. There's going to be a lot more points in this one. I'm taking the over 45.5 points in the Chiefs-Raiders football game. Let me emphasize, that is not my NFL play of the season. My NFL play of the season can be purchased right now at our website, sportsinformationtraders.com. It's only $33, and with it you get my top 2 college football plays for tomorrow. They're both 5-unit plays, 3 plays for $33. Go to our website, sportsinformationtraders.com, or you can give us a call at 866-356-1232. I've been to Birmingham many times. I know traffic can be difficult, so if you're scrambling around trying to figure out how to remember us, just remember my website, sportsinformationtraders.com, and you can come on board, purchase the 3 plays for $33. We can all win together this weekend.
All right, so you just heard John mention the Chiefs and Raiders, and he also gave us the idea that he is now going to break down the Alabama-Tennessee game because so many people in our audience are listening across the great state of Alabama. They care a lot about this one between the Tide and Tennessee, the third Saturday in October.
This is one of those games where, even for me, and I have nothing to gain whether either team wins or loses, except for the play I'm about to give out. But even for me, this is a game where you get your food in front of you, you get your bathroom breaks out of the way, and you just fasten up and you watch this game. It's going to be a lot of fun. Bama's -8.5 right now. That's where the line opened. That means public money is even on both sides. We saw them at 5-1 coming off a big win over Missouri last week. Ty Simpson looks like a guy who needs to book plane tickets for the Heisman ceremony. He's played outstanding, 1,600 yards passing, 18 total touchdowns. On the other side, for good measure, Crimson Tide are third in the country in pass defense. Good to know there. Tennessee, 5-1, coming off a win over Arkansas. Joey Aguilar having some big numbers himself this year, over 1,600 yards and 16 total touchdowns. Right now, Tennessee is ranked fourth in the country in total offense. Listen, between the talent and home field advantage, I give Alabama a very big edge here, but I don't see good value in giving Tennessee 8.5 points. So I am running away from the side play. I'm looking at the total, which is 58.5 points. And I don't care whether Alabama blows out Tennessee or it's a close football game. This is going over the number. So I'm taking the over 58.5 points in the Alabama-Tennessee game. This is not one of my top two plays for tomorrow. Just remember this, sportsinformationtraders.com. This is the week for my NFL play of the season. We've had a great year so far. And again, I'm looking at a menu of games. My eyes are focused on one single play. It is the play of the season. It is yours. You can purchase it right now at our website, sportsinformationtraders.com. It's $33, and with it, you're going to get my top two college football plays, both 5-unit plays, 3 plays for $33. You can call us at 866-356-1232, or again, always remember our website because you can buy the plays direct, sportsinformationtraders.com. Remember it. Let's win together this weekend, and we'll talk to you next week.
Sounds good, John. Thank you again. The website is sportsinformationtraders.com, or you can call 866-356-1232. Thanks, John. Talk next week.
You got it. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Again, that's sportsinformationtraders.com, or you can call 866-356-1232. When we come back on Three Man Front, we'll do some Pat Ponders to wrap things up. This is Jock's Three Man Front. As we wrap up the week, what a better way than to ask some questions? They've got answers. This is Pat Ponders, brought to you by Courtesy GMC.
I want to know what you're thinking. Tell me what's on your mind.
It's time for Pat Ponders.
Brought to you by Courtesy GMC in Trustful. Go by and visit them this weekend, right off of I-459, exit 32 in Trustful. Best deals you're going to find anywhere in the Southeast on a brand new GMC, courtesybirmingham.com. Question number 1. You make the call. Yes or no? Auburn loses 21-10 tomorrow night. Is Hugh Freeze the head coach on Monday?
Yes. He's still, yes. But I think that does ramp up a lot of serious conversations, and behind the scenes, they start making other plans.
You said 21-10?
21-10.
Yeah, I think he's still the coach, but I'm kind of like with Landrum on that one because at that point, you're over halfway through the season. The offense is still showing that they can't get anything going. I feel like you're just a dead man walking at that point. So he'll still be the head coach, but we will all have the understanding that he's not coming back next year.
I'm going to say yes just because of the stretch that they have coming up. Like if you lose 21-10 to Arkansas, might be a little different.
Okay. Question number 2. Joey Aguilar throws for an average of 280 yards per game. Ty Simpson throws for 279 yards a game. Which quarterback throws for more yards tomorrow night in Bryant-Denny Stadium, Aguilar or Simpson?
It's going to be Ty Simpson. I think Ty Simpson has some really big chunk plays. Alabama scores a lot. And Tennessee may be forced to go to the ground more. I'll take Ty Simpson.
I'm going to take Ty Simpson too.
Yeah,
and it's at home.
It's
It's at home.
And it's at home.
It's at home.
Yeah, no.
I don't know what she was doing. It's at home.
Is that Bryant Denny? Is that what Bryant Denny looks like to you?
Yeah.
Something like that? Yeah, no, it's going to be Ty Simpson. If you wanted a hot take, it would be that maybe both of them go over that, and we are going to have an absolute shootout tomorrow. But
He said 1.
thank you, Lance. I think that I'm sorry, I didn't. I'm sorry, Landrum. You've had a rough day. But
Have
no,
I?
I think it's just the whole Lance Landrum conundrum.
Oh, I was fine.
I know. I didn't want you to think I was being spiteful. It will be Ty Simpson.
Sounded
though,
like you were.
And well, I was, but I just wanted to clear my name. It'll be Ty Simpson, and the reason is Tennessee has the worst secondary in the SEC. Alabama's only giving up 135 passing yards per game, so I think they'll have a nice day. But Aguilar's the best passing quarterback they've played all year.
Question number 3. Based on what you've seen so far, who besides Ty Simpson has the best chance to represent the SEC at the Heisman?
I will probably go as of right now, or are we projecting out at the end of the season?
Well, I mean,
I'm going to go Trinidad Chambliss. Especially if you get a win over Georgia tomorrow. I think you're going to see his name skyrocket on a lot of those boards. I think Marcel Reed will have a good opportunity, but he's going to have to continue to get better as the season progresses. But, I mean, look, if Texas A&M's 11-1 going to Atlanta at the end of the year, he's going to be in the conversation. But, yeah, I'd go Trinidad.
We're going to sound like Damien, but I also think it's Trinidad. Because isn't he a Rebel sympathizer now?
I don't know who else you would pick.
Yeah.
That would be the.
About a week ago, everybody said Hardy.
Well, they said Hardy, and then 2 weeks ago, it was John Mateer.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to happen anymore.
Come on, Bo Pribula. Come on.
No.
It was Diego Pavia before Tuscaloosa.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's another one. He beat LSU. That name's going to be right back up there in that conversation, though.
Yeah.
So it's a two-man race right now?
Unless there's somebody else you want to nominate you think is going to be worthy, that's legitimate. I mean, I could throw out a name, but not that I think it's going to be in the conversation. It's interesting.
He would have one of the coolest names of a Heisman winner.
Because prior to the start of the season, you would have said Lagway, Sellers,
Arch.
Nussmeier.
Yeah, thank you, Pat. Gosh,
Well, some of us were not on the Arch.
y'all are so disrespectful to Arch Manning.
We were not
Jackson Arnold.
writing. I don't know if anybody was writing that.
I think that one was more on Cam Coleman than if you were going to pick an Auburn player.
Yeah, that's tough.
All right, next question. If you had to list 2 great teams in the Southeastern Conference and then 3 good teams after those 2 great teams, who would they be?
Oh, the 2 great teams right now are Texas A&M and Alabama, and the good teams are Ole Miss, Georgia, and Missouri.
Missouri. Okay.
I was really impressed with Missouri last weekend. They're a good team.
So 2 great ones and 3 good ones behind the great ones.
If I have to say somebody's great, I guess Alabama, and we'll go Texas A&M. Good, Georgia, Ole Miss.
Who's the 5th?
Still because of their defense, I'll go Oklahoma.
I agree with Alabama and Texas A&M being at the top. And then you said 3 good?
3 good ones.
I'd go Ole Miss, I guess Georgia, and then I'd probably pick Missouri.
So you agree with Conrad?
Yeah. I don't know if I'd put Oklahoma now.
I was debating between Missouri and Tennessee for my 5th team because I'm not a believer in LSU. I think Oklahoma maybe is just kind of hit a rough patch with the injury and the timing of it all. It just may be rough to get back on track right now.
All right, next question. Which coaching tenure will go down as the absolute worst? Bill Belichick at North Carolina or Urban Meyer in Jacksonville?
Urban. He was physically assaulting his players, Pat, on special teams. Yeah, it's got to be Urban Meyer. Because I think him going to the NFL and having a massive disaster is more embarrassing than Bill going to North Carolina and having that disaster, in my opinion. It's on a bigger stage.
I think it's Bill, personally.
What if Bill makes it through a whole season, though?
I don't know. It's
'Cause
still
Urban
North
couldn't do that.
Carolina. And the whole Jordan thing.
Yeah,
There's just a lot going on there.
just given the stuff that came out with Urban Meyer, with physical assault and what the players were saying, I haven't heard, thankfully, any of that from the North Carolina camp. It's embarrassing for both, but biggest fail would have been Urban Meyer in Jacksonville.
All right, that's the 5 court-mandated questions I must ask every single day, but I will give you a bonus via BB.
Yes.
She writes, I am always baffled at the huge amount of mattress stores. They're everywhere. Mattresses are supposedly guaranteed for 10 plus years. What's really going on here? Is there something nefarious going on? What are your thoughts? And do you see other inexplicable other retail brick and mortar stores that fall in that same category?
It's a fantastic question by BB, first off. There are a lot of interesting theories out there on this one.
Give me a couple, because I was unaware of this.
Well, I think the safest.
Now, I agree that everywhere you look, there seems to be a mattress store. And
Yeah,
it's,
and why
and
do
it's
you-
one of those purchases that you don't make every other year.
Correct. Okay, most popular theory, money laundering front.
Okay.
That's an easy one. Maybe some other things that I don't want to repeat here that are more nefarious than that you could tie in. That would go beyond money laundering. But yeah, I would say I think money laundering is the safe answer. Because it just doesn't make sense, like you said. Why,
There are a lot of them.
I bought, I mean, granted, I'm almost 30, but like I've bought one mattress in my life and it's lasted me 8 years. So I guess I'll need another one soon, but who's going mattress shopping all the time?
Hotels.
But they're not going into a mattress store and saying, yeah, give me
They're calling
300 of those.
the mattress store representative.
And they're plotting their nefarious doings.
A mattress is something that no one is going to buy untested. So you have to have these showrooms for people to go and lay and test on the bed, kind of like a test drive.
So like mattress actresses. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So they're not expecting to sell a whole lot, to move a whole lot from that store. But for the national brand, they need people to go in, try them out, and then they order from the site. There are stores where I will go by, especially if they're in a real prominent area, and I wonder, golly, what is the overhead here a month just to have this space? And wait, you sell what? How many people are coming in here a day? And then I do think it's either, all right, I needed something to do. We've got plenty of money, and I just wanted to stay busy, and this has always been a dream of mine to have this particular store. Or, yeah, we're trying to clean some money.
What do you think, Molly?
Show a loss.
I'm with Conrad. I think there's something fishy going on at some of them.
That's why there's so many of
That's
them?
why there's so many of them, yeah.
I never really thought about it till she sent in that question.
I haven't either.
Is there another brick and mortar outside of that you would think of?
So there was a, man, what was it? It was like a pillow company that was thrown into this kind of conversation as well. I'm trying to remember which pillow company it was. But yeah, I've seen that. I've seen furniture stores be thrown into that conversation as well.
Yeah, we've seen furniture stores in our neck of the woods like be going out of business for like 30 years.
Ronnie Marchant Furniture, you get in here this weekend. And we would get it every single week. It was Ronnie Marchant, wasn't it? He was one of them.
That is this week's Pat Ponders, brought to you by Courtesy GMC in Trussville. Go by and see them this weekend. Don't miss a game. Got TVs all over the showroom for you to peruse their new inventory. The 2026s are arriving daily. That is courtesybirmingham.com.
Oh, we have got another text from our friend
Faye,
Mm-hmm.
is she inviting Conrad over to watch the game?
Conrad is welcome to come over and watch anytime. My cousin Ronnie and I would love to watch with he and his wife. We know how to party.
Oh, boy.
I appreciate the invitation. That's very kind.
So will you be taking them up on that offer?
I'm busy.
Conrad will be there early and stay
I'll
late.
say I don't think he's busy.
No. Mm-mm.
Will you wear the hat, Conrad?
Oh, absolutely. Got called sexy wearing this hat today. You think I'm taking this thing off, Pat?
You got to take something. You have to take something to be polite. She's invited you over.
Yeah, I got a ball gag too.